Hey,
Y'all look like two goddamn hippies over there. I'm on a live with two hippies.
yeah, it did. What it do, folks? You see it, NBBC, United. It's your boy DT3. Myron Magnus, aka Double M Boxing Lives United. And last but not least, you already know it's my brother from the other mother, you know what I'm saying? Vader, if he ain't coming later, you feel me? My nigga Deuce, two hands up. What it do, Deuce? What it do, Myron? We in the building, you see us. We finna cook on this whole little. Who is really hyped? Is it Tiafimo or is it Loma? Who got the most hype behind them? Who you think? Who you think, Deuce? Who you think got the most hype? Tiafimo or Lomachenko? Who got the most hype behind them, bro? Speak to the phone.
Lomachenko. We talking about hype. I believe Lomachenko has all the fucking hype because I think the fans surrounding them, we have some real hardcore boxing fans that know how to keep their foot on the ground. And what I mean keep their feet on the ground, I mean they're fucking realistic. And then we have some other motherfuckers whose egos got their fucking ass floating in the air like a Goodyear fucking blimp. Like, it's out of control. Like, we gotta realistically look at this nigga and what he's done, bro. And we gotta stop saying that fucking Tiafimo is this hype job that can't do anything but punch. And we ignoring fucking skill here because we got this love with Conor Lomachenko. I say take your titty out your mouth and let the little boy go. It's okay to talk about a motherfucker's weaknesses. It's okay to talk about a person's weaknesses while admiring their strengths as well. Everybody has them. It's fucking human. We all flawed in some areas. Lomachenko is not fucking some fucking immortal god that ain't never had a blemish on him. Because I can look at Jose Pedraza. I can look at going 12 runs with Luke fucking Campbell. I can look at a lot of fucking instances that will say that, hey man, even Jorge Linares say, hey man, you ain't no fucking superhero. Nigga, you got 400 motherfucking fights in the amateur. God damn it, you should be a technical assassin. What the fuck do y'all think? He gonna come in there punching sloppy with 400 fucking fights in the fucking amateurs and 2 gold fucking medals? Come on now. Let's talk about the pro shit. What have we done in the pros? Because he got a fucking belt off Jason Sosa, but niggas ain't being realistic with the fact that Jason Sosa shouldn't even been a fucking champion. He got a lucky punch on fucking Javier Fortuna when he was working his ass in like the fucking 9th to the fucking 11th round. So let's stop being fucking, let's stop being realistic. Put your fucking feet on the ground. Yes, he is a technically sound fighter, but it all comes from his amateur pedigree. But he going up against something that's fucking different. He going up against something that ain't average. So all I'm saying is, it's okay to admire the dude, but let's not act like this motherfucker can't be touched. Let's not act like he can't be stopped. Shout out to Roy Jones. I'm done.
All right, so Myra, what you think? Who you think is the most hype? You think it's Tiafimo or you think it's Lomachenko?
All the Tiafimo's hype is coming from us. All the females' hype is coming pretty much from social media. But mainstream media, they hyping nothing but Lomachenko. So what does that tell you? Mainstream media has the ability and the resources to reach out to more people. And Lomachenko is doing, he's a marvelous fighter. Don't get me twisted. He's a marvelous fighter. But everybody keep acting like, this has been my beef, everybody keep acting like he's done some shit that nobody's done before. Like, his footwork is the first we've ever seen of that footwork. All great artists, all athletes were inspired by great artists and great athletes that came before them.
Did it. Willie Pep did it. All that shit came from Willie Pep.
Willie Pep, hey, Willie Pep came from Purnell. It came from Mayweather too.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't want to keep acting like it's all good. I don't want to keep acting like, why we keep acting like Lomachenko is bringing something we haven't never seen before. He's bringing it in an era where we ain't seeing many fighters do it right now. So that makes him shine out. You know what I mean? From everybody else. And by him being from the Ukraine or Russian, it makes it more, marketable, you know what I mean, to, you know, different parts and different groups of the world. Just like Eminem was in hip hop. But Eminem was great, right? But he wasn't no greater than Coogee Rap to me. He wasn't no better than freaking Raekwon to me. He wasn't no better than Redman. He wasn't better than Nas.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So put this joint in perspective. But Eminem was great. He goes down as one of the greatest. He's in my top 25. But it's so many freaking, and it depends on how I'm feeling one day. He might drop down to freaking 50 because hip hop has had some vicious MCs to come through it, you know what I mean, that didn't get the credit they deserve. And it's just like boxing. Boxing has some beautiful fighters that just didn't get the push that Lomachenko was getting from the mainstream media.
Going off what you're saying.
But I think he's a beautiful fighter, but yes, he's a bit of a hype job. And I think that RTO's hype is coming from from us. People down on the lower scale who's looking at it and keeping it real. And that's how I feel.
What was you going to say, too?
Man, this is what I was going to say. When you mention a guy like Eminem, yeah, Eminem going to go down as one of the greatest, but look at the people Eminem had to fight against to be great. Eminem had to fight against a Jay-Z. Eminem had to fight against a motherfucking Snoop Dogg at the time. Eminem had to fight against a Chronic 2001. Eminem had to fight against a lot of great fucking artists. Eminem had to fight against a Method Man to a Redman album. Eminem had to weather a lot of fucking storms to be great. So what I'm saying is this. How many fucking storms of greatness has fucking Lomachenko weathered to get all of these accolades of greatness that people fucking give him? And then we gonna sit up here and ignore the fact that ESPN tried to straight up erase this nigga lost off his record and throw that shit up on the screen, and people are okay with that. So what I'm saying is people are comfortable with living in a figment of fucking imagination. It's okay that this nigga lost.
Yo, I think your mask, Two Hands, your mask might be causing an echo. Do y'all hear an echo? Or is it just me?
I don't hear an echo. Okay,
my fault. Go back to do what you do. My apologies.
We good, man. Mask on, mask off. So at the end of the day, when we sit up here and we talk about, I love that reference to hip hop. And hip hop, you got to go to war. You got to fight against a lot of niggas. And you got to maintain your ground. And if you don't, motherfucker, and you can't be there unless you throwing hella bombs with the best. So when I look at this dude record, can I sit up there and say he threw hella bombs and won hella fucking fights with the best? Can you say that? How is he the fucking greatest dude? How is this dude going to say he's one? Why are people saying he's one of the greatest fucking fighters already? Why are people saying he's an all-time great for an amateur fucking record? Why are people
Your boy, what's his name? What's the bald head dude that follows the MMA that has this
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan has a video, and it's talking about, and the subtitle is Lomachenko the greatest boxer we ever saw? And I'm like, this is blasphemy.
Yeah, bro.
How you want to say this shit?
Yeah, bro.
How you gonna? I'm like, are you serious? And they got 1 million some views or something. Like, I'm like, oh my god, why? They go a little overboard, I think. And then you know what it does? It makes people push back and dislike it.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about this comment right here when you say about Lomachenko, Deuce? He says, "What about Rigo and Walters, bums? Holla at Galan. Holla at your boy."
Who?
Galan says, "What about Rigo and Walters? Are they bums?"
Rigo and Walters.
Was Rigo 2 sizes smaller than motherfucking
He came up 2
Lomachenko?
weight classes. Shit. He came up 2 weight classes.
So what is Lomachenko about to do? He about to fight a guy that's 2 times fucking bigger than him. Fucking Rigo is 2 times smaller than this dude. At the end of the motherfucking day, man, look at this. Nick, y'all can say, I've said it on several lives, and I'm gonna say it again. Y'all can say what y'all want about Nicholas Walters. Riggindale, I give him all of his fucking credits for all his accolades and being one of the best amateurs to ever motherfucking do it. But at the end of the day, the nigga was just too small. And at the end of the day, motherfucking these fighters that motherfucking Lomachenko beat are fucking average dudes. They got fucking belts. Some of them motherfucking vacate. A lot of these motherfuckers walking around with vacated titles and motherfuckers call them great. How many times motherfuckers done been thrown in fucking matches and vacated fucking titles against motherfucking bums? They just grab this nigga and grab this nigga. All I'm saying is when you watch the dude fight, from his first fight up until the fight he's been in now, you got to see him pull all his tricks, all of that technical shit, dancing and pivoting around people, patting him on his motherfucking head. And when he got to Jose Pedraza, that shit slowed down. When he got to motherfucking Jorge Linares, that shit though just slowed down. And when he got to fucking Luke Campbell, the nigga looked regular. Like I said earlier, like I said behind the scenes, he couldn't really turn that shit on until after the fucking 5th to the 7th fucking round. So we gotta be serious here, man. All I'm saying is, man, if Luke Campbell can motherfucking make this dude go 12 fucking rounds, do you think Luke Campbell will go 12 rounds with Teofimo Lopez? I don't know about that. I couldn't see it.
That's a good one. I don't think Luke Campbell going 12 with Teofimo. I think Teofimo stops Luke Campbell within probably 6, maybe 7. If Luke Campbell get his shit together, but I don't see Luke Campbell going nowhere near 12 rounds with no Teofimo Lopez.
If he does go, he's going to get beat up. And your boy,
it's going to be all heart to keep him to go 12 rounds. It'll be all heart.
He'll get beat the fuck up.
But how can we say that he's getting beat the fuck up? Because like I said earlier on your show, Myron, we gotta be realistic.
I'm talking about not Loma, not T. I'm talking about Luke. If he doesn't go down, he's be getting beat the fuck up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We're talking about Luke Campbell. But yeah, man, what I was going to say was, you know, people, and like that's another thing, man. When we talk about the later rounds in the fight, everybody just completely giving all the fucking advantages to Teofimo Lopez when we realistically don't know what fucking, everybody's giving all the advantages to Vasily Lomachenko, but we really don't know what Vasily Lomachenko really looks like after the fucking 8th round when it comes to fucking top tier talent. We've already seen fucking Teofimo go 12 rounds with Nakatani, so you can't say he can't do it. We know he can do it. So what I'm saying is that ferocious pop for fucking 12 rounds, does that favor fucking Teofimo or does that favor fucking Lomachenko? I believe it doesn't. And like I said, this man has to exist in the dead zone and using all of that 3-point shit and stand front fucking foot. He's going to have to do that shit against a much bigger, much stronger guy that you know is quick twitch as hell, that leaps and steps into his punch so fast that you can't pick up on it. You ain't going to be able to jump out of danger like that because his step, you're going to have to take an extra step that you really don't have.
Because he closed the distance so fast. He closed. Absolutely. They was talking about, I was watching another podcast, and they was talking about they don't like how he drag his feet and talk about how flat-footed. I'm like, I ain't never noticed Teofimo to be flat-footed or drag his goddamn feet. I noticed him to close the damn distance in a goddamn snap, though. He'll close the distance on somebody's ass like Pepe Le Pew closing in on some punani.
But what is what you were saying about him catching Lomachenko in between him moving, and because he'll end up moving with his feet together and getting caught, trying to move in and out and getting caught on with some stupid shit. So I think that will happen too. Him trying to move in and out, just how he got caught with Linares. He got caught on some shit he didn't see, trying to quick get in and get out quick, and got caught on the way out, tripped and fell. Boom! It's considered a knockdown. No matter if you tripped over your own feet, you get caught with a punch, it's a knockdown.
And that right hand was thrown with no type of conviction. Imagine if that right hand's gonna be thrown by Tio, this mug who wants to knock him the hell out.
Bro, what's the fucking southpaw killer?
The right hand.
The right hand, baby.
The right motherfucking hand. What does Teofimo fucking have?
A right
devastating
hand.
right hand. Yeah. And he has a devastating right hands from all point of fucking boxing technical ability, how he use it. He has a right hand with a quick twitch. He has a right hand with a fucking pull counter. He's got a right hand to motherfucking just throw the fucking straight jab, the lazy jab, all of that with power though. With power though. We ain't even look. Lomachenko is gonna have to measure in fucking in a few freaking rounds, and it's gonna be painful when he gets touched. He's gonna have to measure a guy who's pulling his punches to his hardest punch. So when Teofimo is going to get to experiment with how he feels when he pulls his punch, he's going to get the experience of how he feels when he really throws into it. And all I'm saying is this, man, with all that athletic prowess, bro, and all of that ability and all of the technical prowess that he has that people tend to ignore because everybody thinks with this kid, it's supposed to be a knockout or a knockout is supposed to be a sensational win when they ignore the things that happen in the Nakatani fight, like I said once again. You got to look at the fucking ability here. And my thing is this, man, when you that small and you going up against a guy like that with the type of ability that he has, he's going to have to take a lot of punishment, bro. This is going to be a fight of punishment on both sides. Both guys are going to have to deliver it at a maximum level. Lomachenko is going to have to deliver it. If he wants to be successful, Lomachenko is going to have to successfully be able to punch accumulatively in punches and be able to move out on this kid without being hurt and without being touched. And my thing is, how can you sit and how can you do that if you're only going to be able to 3-point right to fucking left? You're going to have to bag back. Because I'm just saying, there's no way if I'm a coach, I'm going to let this guy sit in front of this guy and think he's going to be able to maintain that distance and be able to be successful. So he's going to have to be in and out. We're going to have to see a level of his footwork that he didn't have. He's going to have to be more lateral. He's going to have to fucking pick the jab more than trying to fucking work on the fucking body. Absolutely, he's going to have to work on the body, but he's going to have to do that in spurts. There are a lot of things that Lomachenko is going to have to show us, and it ain't going to be no showing off. It's just going to be technical prowess, and it's going to have to be on a fucking different level. He has the IQ to do that. But my thing is, can he withstand that level of punishment? Because none of the guys he's fought, and people can talk about Salido being at 147, knowing this dude's fucking stomach was a warm bowl of potato salad. Let's be serious here. Let's be serious. Can't talk about somebody hitting you in the body when your body look like a warm bowl of potato salad. So when it comes to this fight, I just attribute it to a bully style with pressuring mid-range, knowing that you had to reach, pushing the jab on him, sticking him in the gut, quick twitch, get him to the ropes, shift, cut him off, boom, hit him in his body. Every time he tries to get outside, meet him there, close it off, high guard, deliver the fucking uppercut, load of the fucking gut, and do fucking work. That's what Teofimo is going to have to do. Teofimo is going to have to consistently work on the body, move to the high guard. When he sees the fucking chance that Lomachenko's throwing that fucking jab out there, or trying to shift that fucking combination, motherfucking shoot that fucking pull counter back. So at the end of the day, both guys are going to have to be on their A game. And I'm not fucking resting my hat saying, yo, I already know who I believe is going to win. But regardless of what I believe whatever round it goes down or it doesn't go down, this has all the makings to be a fucking classic match of epic fucking proportions that my children can enjoy and their children can enjoy.
That's the truth. It should be a freaking classic. Boom. What you got? How you feeling?
I mean, I feel like, I honestly, personally feel like that Loma has gotten more. I agree with what you were saying in the sense, Myra. He's gotten more of the mainstream media hype than anything. Like he's got the endorsement hype and all that. Teofimo kind of gets his hype from people like us, kind of on the underground. It's kind of like we kind of got to gain people about Teofimo because I've even ran into a couple people that didn't even know who Teofimo Lopez was until they knew he was fighting Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So at the same, so I would honestly, just on a realistic level, I believe that Lomachenko is the more hyped fighter. He was the more pushed fighter. If you look at the way Bob Arum has been pushing him, it's been Lomachenko. Out of all the fighters that he's had, he's really pushing Lomachenko the hardest. So I think it's Lomachenko. even though I still believe that I always believe that Teofimo was going to beat him, because if Lomachenko leaves most of his fights, his last few fights, he's left beaten up. He's left beaten up, and if them dudes is touching you up, what you think Teofimo going? And we all know if we put Teofimo against Lomachenko's last 3 to 5 opponents, what Teofimo going to do to them?
He knocks him the fuck out. He knocks him the fuck out. Like, yo, like people like, yo, this is another thing too. When Teofimo fought Comey, yo, nobody gave fucking Comey his respect. But when Comey was an IBF motherfucking champion, people saying he was one of the roughest, toughest, best fucking lightweights in that division at the time, and he delivered exciting fights. And that style was something to deal with because of the pressure he deal with and the way he comes at you in the fucking fight. But then after Teofimo knocks him out quick, all of a sudden, who the fuck is Comey? He didn't fight nobody. So you got to look at it like this when you're fighting Tatley and you're fighting fucking Comey and guys like that, and you're blasting fucking through them. The thing is, maybe the kid is just that fucking good. Did we ever think of that? Because we give Loma that fucking respect. You give Loma that respect for going long rounds and showing your fucking combinations, but you don't give the kid fucking his fucking respect for showing your combinations, quick fucking twitch knockouts with devastating fucking power and getting them out of the ring. You instantly call him a fucking puncher and say that he's gonna get knocked out like this nigga's Jeff Lacey. I don't see nothing about Jeff Lacey in this kid. I see the motherfucking future in this guy. I see a guy that's bringing something to the division that is fucking needed, and this is the problem. Every motherfucking hero needs a villain and a fucking closed mouth don't get fed. So what the fuck you expect him to do other than motherfucking get brolic in fucking the ring and with his motherfucking attitude? He got to show grit because the game needed. This is the fight game, bro. It's the motherfucking fight game.
Mondo, what he said about Lomachenko's going to show us that why he's pound for pound number one. What do you think Lomachenko is going to show us against Teofimo that is going to prove why he's pound for pound number one? What do you guys think that Lomachenko has to bring to the offer to prove why he's going to be number one, why he's really number one pound for pound? Even though I don't think he's number one pound for pound. I think number one pound for pound fighter is Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, I don't have him number one pound for pound, but he's up there in the top 5. I think what Loma is going to have to do, I don't know if he will or not, or will be able to. Everybody has tendencies and patterns. He's going to have to switch up his movement because enough people have seen his movement now over some last couple of years, and now they figured out how to beat him. It's just that hasn't been nobody in front of him that can exploit all of those flaws and things that he do. And everybody, a lot of us believe Teofimo is that one to do it. Lomachenko, to prove it, I mean, what we'll have to do is show me that he could actually, and it might not be fair to say that he could actually like dominate this dude. You know what I'm saying? If he could dominate, he would have to, if he dominates Teofimo Lopez, like none of us really believe he'll be able to do, then I would say, you know what? Okay. He might get like, I make him a tie with Crawford. That's if he dominates him. You know what I mean? If he's able to really dominate him like these guys are saying, he's too technical, because Lomachenko, he can fart and people will say, oh, that's technical fart. You know what I'm saying? He can fart, my nigga.
Oh, my God. I love it. Talk that shit.
Fart. You know what I mean? Hey, the man can fart. You like, oh, that's a technician's fart. That they would praise his freaking farts. You know what I mean?
That smell like lavender.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, like it came out of like it came out of MIT or something. You think it came straight out of MIT? His fart. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, the Matrix. It's causing deja vu everywhere. People,
right?
You know what I mean? Going back in time in Hawaii and in potpourri and shit. If Matrix fart, you know what I mean? Like, they still love it mainstream.
Yo, Myron, I feel like they made this dude the Matrix. They made this dude an anomaly off a bunch of fucking cab drivers, man. Like for real, man. For real. They made this nigga a historic fucking fighter. They trying to make this dude a historic fighter by looking technical off a straight motherfucking average motherfucking sandwich, fucking Subway sandwich making ass niggas, man. Hold the olives, man. A little bit of mayonnaise and pepper though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying. That's what they made this nigga, man. Them niggas they took off the Subway outfit, grabbed the motherfucking vacant title or something, jumped in the motherfucking ring and fought this dude. Like at the end of the day, man, the niggas he fought was average. Outside of fucking Gary Russell Nicholas Walters and a guy that was 2 times smaller than him, man. Like, really, bro? Really?
We can't give him for real.
Where's all these
one thing he gonna do.
Who was one Hall of Fame fighter that he fought?
Like I said, not
I got
yet.
to say it. That was a good point. Y'all tell me, which one of the guys he fought going down in the Hall of Fame?
We only say you're as great as your opponents. So we can't elevate him to greatness yet until maybe, okay, Barry Russell Jr. shows off the next 5 years. Okay, well, that was a good win. Lomachenko got him. If whoever else, Linares or Pedraza, and I'm having a second half of the career that's out fucking amazing that we never saw coming, we could say, okay, if Luke Hammer, 31-year-old, all of a sudden just leaves the freaking, from over the pond, come here and start mollywopping everybody, we were like, okay, that's a good win. But he doesn't have nobody on him. He don't have nobody on him.
How can we not say this nigga's not Tinkerbell, man? How can we not say this nigga's not Tinkerbell, man? They try to fucking erase his loss, man, and they trying to call this fucking fight an undisputed fight, bro. Like Devin Haney not out there. If people want to live in this fucking imaginary fucking world with Lomachenko floating on fucking pink clouds and shit with fucking Care Bears fucking blowing rainbows out their ass, go the fuck ahead, man. But we not doing that shit over here. A guy named Devin Haney do exist. He did all the right things to get in position, and now y'all want to trash talk this motherfucker because he had shoulder surgery and motherfucking Top Rank fucked him. And of course, they had Teofimo go through a tournament to fight this guy on the other side of the street. Like they ain't make that man jump through 8,000 motherfucking hurdles, and they still didn't give him the fucking action. Remind you of something? I'm just saying though. So at the end of the day, if y'all want to talk about fucking Lomachenko, let's not erase the losses. Y'all putting this motherfucker pound for pound better than fucking Terrence Crawford and Canelo and all of this other shit, and saying he the motherfucker and he's one of the greatest fucking fighters that ever lived. Let's realistically look at what the fuck it is, man. There's a lot of Tinkerbell shit going on.
You gotta add proper context to a fighter's career to really see what it is. I just know this. You know what? Boom, back to the last question. If for him to be me to put him number one, pound for pound, if he does this, I will do it, brother.
Oh my God,
since his father took him out of, took him away from boxing and made him, put him in dance class. If he does one of those Lomachenko pirouettes in there with Teofimo, okay, and successfully does a Lomachenko one of those pirouettes like he did on Rigo and everything, and don't get hand knocked off on his ass while he's doing it, and win the fight, I'll put him in the top number one pound for pound. But I want to see a full pirouette, a ballerina style all day long. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the feet like a ballerina. They say they love his feet. He has the most beautiful footwork in the world. I mean, you think they might as well have Lomachenko? They should bring back Soul Train and shit. Okay, and put Lomachenko as the goddamn theme dancer up in that bitch. You know what I mean?
Man, once again, man, think about
Lomo Train. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lomo Soul Train, and it will go great because his footwork is so beautiful. I mean, he got soul. He got soul. He got rhythm.
Well, we said that Loma wasn't gonna go 12. We all in agreement that Loma not gonna go 12. But my boy Raider from LA Raiders says he's going with Tio, but he thinks Loma's gonna win by decision. But
they always say that shit. Oh yeah, I think Loma gonna win. Everybody always be saying that joint, be trying to straddle the fence and be funny. You know what I mean? I'm going for Tio, but I think Loma gonna win. How oftentimes do you hear that? And you know what I mean? But I understand what he's saying because I guess I'm kind of in the same window. My heart is with Tio all the way. Well, but I think this fight is going to be controversy. True. I think, like I said before, I made my prediction on the live before. I think we're going to see Loma go down a few times, but it's going to turn out to be I think I had a premonition. For some reason, I think we're going to see Loma go down more than once. But we're going to see like a split or majority decision. And it's going to split the boxing world, you know what I mean, on social media. And we're going to be talking about this shit forever. It's going to be something funny. It may not happen, but I just dreamed the shit, so I'm going with it.
Man, niggas got to stop this shit, man. I love niggas, man, but niggas got to stop towing the fence, man. Root for a nigga and be confident in a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that's motherfucking okay, man. Like I'm telling you, dog. Niggas motherfucking like niggas really lost touch with boxing out here. Like realistically, y'all motherfuckers done lost touch with boxing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all don't motherfucking recognize talent. Y'all shoot down young guys like the only motherfuckers who can get busy is fucking 30-year-old fucking dudes. I don't understand it. Y'all niggas don't look at these young dudes like they ready to motherfucking fight. Y'all try to motherfucking preserve them and coddle them as kids, but y'all motherfuckers want to call them fighters. That's not what a fucking fighter do, man. You gotta let these niggas go. When you get a pit bull, you get that motherfucker young. You throw him in a fucking cage, you poke that nigga, you get him vicious, you get him motherfucking ready. You might love the motherfucker to death, but you know you gotta do with him to get him off that snap chain so he can kill something. Period. If you got a fucking pit bull, let that nigga eat. Period. You know what I'm saying? Wilfred Benitez ate. Fucking Floyd Mayweather ate. I'm just saying, let these niggas eat. They got all the talent in the world. And the dudes that y'all looking at, y'all think so talented, bro, I just don't see it. I've been watching boxing my whole motherfucking life, dog, and I see niggas putting a lot of motherfucking faith in niggas fighting average motherfucking fighters and calling them great, dog. The shit got to stop.
Absolutely.
It was something that D. Jefferson said. Shout out D. Jefferson. I want to ask you two fellas this. What do y'all think if Teofimo beats Lomachenko and exercise his right and within the WBO rankings to fight the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, and he wins the belt at 140, and he takes those two fights within the next 3 fights? What do you think about that? Where do you think he would stand pound for pound, Teofimo Lopez?
Well, you started off and let us go for you.
Going down in history. He'll be a boxing Hall of Famer. If he go up to 140, beat Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, and become undisputed, how can this nigga not be a Hall of Famer? After he beat Lomachenko, come on, man.
Because they're willing to throw Loma. I gave it. Loma will go in the Hall of Fame, but I says mainly off of his amateur career. But his pro career, what they've made it, turned it into what he's also helped create himself, pushed him over the top. So I think he's going to go in the Hall of Fame without a doubt, but I think that'd be mainly off his 2 gold medals. You feel me? Because you got amateurs that great amateur careers. A lot of boxers go in the Hall of Fame that had better amateur careers than professional careers. But so Loma's career definitely going to have him in there. And if Teofimo beats him, it goes up, become undisputed with the franchise belt, not with the actual WBC belt. And it goes up to Ramirez and do that. Yeah, he's going to be definitely in there. He accomplished that at a very young age.
So you don't give him the Hall of
Fame, bro. 18 fights. If he go and do that, dog, and 20 fucking fights or less, bro, how can you not, bro?
That's
how
true.
can you not?
Do you think that's too much, though? That's
no,
maybe
what I was saying was Lomachenko is still tied for the fastest person to win a world title in boxing. He still got that. He's still a part of the record books. He's still in that. So would you still put him in the Hall of Fame for that, or you need to see more? He needs more.
Niggas get in the Guinness fucking Book of World Records for fucking eating 1,000 hot dogs and shit like that, man.
Fucking 2 hands going, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Just saying. Yeah, I feel him. So I mean. So basically, everybody in the greens. Hold on, we got Justin Jr. in the back. We want to see what his say.
You felt? Hey, you tell us what you felt. What did you feel, Boom?
I mean, what I honestly feel is, I think Teofimo is too big for Loma. I've been said that Teofimo is too technically sound, skill set wise to fall for the little ticky tack shit that Loma do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the stuff that work in amateurs ain't gonna work in the pros. I get you, you know what I'm saying, the ticky-tack technicality of it. But a lot of the stuff is not gonna work as easy as it does in the pros, as it does in the amateurs. It's not gonna go. So I'm in a sense of thinking that Teofimo is too big. He's gonna be too strong. His counters, his reflexes is gonna be too sharp. And I mean, if you leave him beat up off of fighting Jorge Linares, if you leave him beat up off of Luke Campbell fight, what you think Teofimo gonna do? And we all are in the greens. If Teofimo was to have fought any of Lomachenko's last 5 opponents, they all going to sleep. So I'm not impressed with that. With that being said, there's no reason to be impressed with Lomachenko too much. So I don't see Lomachenko getting past him. Only thing I was worrying about and to be completely unbiased about it, the only thing I was really worried about with Teofimo is if Lomachenko is able to take him into deep waters and Teofimo may not have the gas to deal with Lomachenko in the later rounds. That is my only gripe. That's it. Other than that, I feel like stylistically, his skill set, power wise, I don't think that Loma will be able to deal with Teofimo that as much as he was able to, even as hard as he was able to deal with Jorge Linares. If he was able to deal with that, Teofimo bigger than Jorge. Teofimo is bigger than Luke Campbell. So if they muscling you, if them dudes is muscling you, Teofimo gonna beat the shit out of you. He gonna beat you like you owe the motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? He gonna beat you like you took his lunch money from his kids, some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I really feel like Teofimo is really gonna kind of wash him. I think it's gonna be cool. Maybe for the first 2 to 3 rounds, it's gonna be kind of neat, nice or whatever. But once Teofimo catch Loma, once he hit him with that one good right hand or that first good check hook, that's when the fight gonna change. That's when it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be all but over. And that's what people are sitting there thinking that Loma is gonna do something so fucking amazing. No, he's not. He's in there with a bigger guy that's more skillful than pretty much every opponent he's been in there with.
I'm gonna say this, man. It's like I feel you 1,000%, boom, 1,000%. It's like, man, it's like this nigga gonna run into a fucking macho Hector Camacho, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's what it's gonna be, bro. And that's what this kid reminds me of, bro. This kid reminds me of fucking greatness in the motherfucking flesh, bro. I'm talking about the power, the speed. I'm talking about the ability, bro. I see the footwork and his quick twitch movement, bro. I know the nigga can move, bro. I recognize talent. I recognize fucking attributes. I recognize fucking natural ability all fucking day long. But I have to say this. and I have to get this out there for the motherfucking people that's listening in, bro. This is no assault against Loma fucking Chanko. If you watch my channel, every video that I did, basing it on this, I did it straight down the fucking middle. I recognize Lomachenko's fucking greatness. I recognize his ability, but what I see is a motherfucking lot of amateur fucking prowess going into a fucking professional motherfucking event with a real motherfucker that little motherfucking pity pat shit that you do is not going to work on this motherfucking big body motherfucking 1960 Chevy ass nigga, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a Mata Hecho Camacho motherfucking splash, bro. I'm talking about right hook, man the fuck down. Or I'm talking about lead right hand, man the fuck down, bro.
So, Jess, what you think? You've been sitting here quiet for a minute, so what you think? Everybody got Teofimo, and we already know you going with Loma through the technicality. So why don't you give us your take, Jess?
Like I said, first of all, I disagree with the title a little. I mean, you look at a hype job as someone like Devin Haney a year ago or two, or Loma before he won a belt. But how are you a hype job when you won a belt? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How?
Was Wilder a hype job?
No, he had 10 title defenses. He was in a hype job.
Okay.
A hype job is if Daniel Dubois lost his next fight. That's a hype job derailed or hype train derailed.
So Tank Davis fighting Gamboa for the WBA. That's not a hype job move. So what up?
Well,
no.
Well,
what did he say?
Like I said Devin Haney from a year ago or two. I didn't say
How old is Devin Haney? How old is Devin Haney?
Mid-20s.
Did Devin Haney do everything that the WBC asked to get in the position to fight Vasily Lomachenko?
Not yet. I think he's too experienced to get him anyway. That's my opinion.
That's not the question. That's your feelings on it. He's too experienced. You said he's too experienced to get him. So my thing is this: if Lomachenko is a guy who took basically 8 years out of his life to go through 2 Olympic sessions and win 2 gold medals, and he chooses to go into He chooses to go into the pros later in his career, and he got a later start in the pros. Of course, he's going to move on the fast track. He's a lot older. If he would have came in the pros in a situation like most other fighters did, he would have moved. He would be moving at the same rate. So what I'm saying to you is, you can set up there and say you feel your experience, and you can say Devin Haney is a hype job, but at the end of the day, Devin Haney did everything the fucking, excuse my language, the WBC asked when he fought Zab Dulev, when he fought those individuals to get in a position to fight Lomachenko for the WBC title, and they passed on him, regardless of whether we feel like Lomachenko is more experienced or not. If you do what you're supposed to do, you can't necessarily call an individual a hype job off that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what do you guys think of this next question? The Babs asked us, what do you guys think how Teofimo feels about his dad and his dad being his trainer? You think Teofimo he needs another trainer besides his dad? So do we think Teofimo needs another trainer besides his dad based on Teofimo's recent comments?
No,
absolutely not.
I think I went and destroyed somebody on D. Jefferson's joint. That guy Pigeon, whatever his name, Pigeon Mike Tyson. I think they playing. I may be saying too much, but I think T.O. And the T.O. team is playing a little bit off of the path that Mayweather went, because Mayweather went through issues with his dad and he made it public. You feel me? Most people keep those things like private, but they tend to make it public because they brought drama, a backstory, and all this and all that into the sport to help build them up. And so I remember in an interview a long time ago, Teofimo said Mayweather showed the way. He showed the blueprint. And the guy's like, what did Mayweather say? And Teofimo said, well, I can't tell you. And that was like about 2 years ago. So I think Teofimo is, he realized that he has to not only be a dynamic, awesome fighter, but he also understands that the fight game is entertainment as well in this day and age. You know what I mean? They don't want to see great fights. They want to see drama. And they love to see a brother like Teofimo Lopez having issues with his father sometimes. You feel me? They love to see that type of stuff. So I think that he's playing into it a little bit and just giving something people to talk about. But I don't think it's nowhere near as serious as they're making out.
Right, because, Teofimo, I think Teofimo already learned from that, and I think people are looking at it from a different perspective than what I see it as.
Because he cried.
What I see is raw emotion from a real person, man. I see an individual that was always willing to, to bear his truths in front of people, how he feels about fighters and how he feels about everything that's going on around him 24/7. And if you look at his father does the same thing. And they strong men on standing on that foundation. I feel like, as a fighter and as a son, when it comes to parenting and it comes to having a father, a father like that is going to be tough on you 24/7. A father like that is going to want to see you in a certain position, and he's going to push you harder than anybody else can push you, because his level of belief and his system is going to be way higher and way more, discipline in the sense of understanding you and understanding what he wants from you, and how to carry and how to basically, all aspects in the world of boxing. Now, Teofimo being young and having, the situation with his wife go on and all of that, and that playing on his mind within the Nagatani situation and him having to go 12 rounds, I just feel like these are things that a young man needs to go through and learn. Every family have problems. So what I looked at that as is normal. Real life shit. Real families have real problems and real issues. And, we can sit up here and act like all our families are perfect, but eventually a bone will fall out the closet. A person that's willing to bare their soul, man, you got to respect that shit. And, I don't think it'll be a problem at all, because clearly him and his father have something that's special, and Teofimo knows that. And I think Teofimo, being the outspoken, strong person that he is, he would quickly leave his father if that's the point, if he needed be, because he clearly said he used to look up to his father. Now he has to look up to himself, and that's the attitude a man should always take. So I looked at it as a very strong take in my eyes.
Yeah, I didn't really. You on mute, Myron? You muted.
What I really compare it to, I imagine how Cicero Lomachenko was on a 22-year-old Lomachenko. Can you imagine how his father was? I'm sure his father was not militant, but a very stoic, harsh dad. You know, we always get the stories of how the USSR was, how they place, how tough they are and their athletes and everything, regimented and all of that. Can you imagine? We see it now a 30, 32, 31, 32-year-old Lomachenko. But imagine Lomachenko back at 2021. If we saw probably pictures of how Cicero Lomachenko was on him, it would probably make us like pale in comparison to, I mean, like really like laugh. You know what I mean? Like to what we see right now with Tio and his father. I mean, what we see with Tio and his father right now, we were like, oh, that ain't nothing compared to perhaps Cicero was with Lomachenko. To get him that technical, to get him that much to where he's at. You know what I mean? He got this boy, he got Lomachenko holding his head in a daggone bucket of water for 5 minutes. You can't tell me that ain't fucking crazy. That's crazy as shit, Slim. Y'all seen this Blood, Sweat, and Tears part 2? They sitting at the goddamn dinner table doing this shit. They're at the dinner table, you know what I mean? And he was Cicero's there with a goddamn timer and shit, and Lomachenko at the front like this.
So they got Lomachenko at the dinner table praying with his head in a bowl of water before the meal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, watch it, man.
Lomachenko got to say his grace with his head in a bowl of water.
Yes. He got his head, he got him saving his breath in a bucket of water. You know what I mean? To train his brain. This is Russia we talk about. You know what I mean? We talk about Ukrainians, you might say shit. They ain't no joke. We talk about Cold War type of shit. Huh?
I said that's some Spetsnaz shit.
That's some freaking, Putin shit. Cicero is nothing but a goddamn Putin in boxing on Lomachenko. We trying to make fun of fucking and mess with goddamn Teofimo Sr. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. I'm like, he got this motherfucker putting his head in he's waterboarding his son before a goddamn boxing match. Facts.
Oh, man. Look, man.
Yo, man.
The thing is, man, a father and son, man.
He's waterboarding the nigga before the fight.
Look, at the end of the day, man, Teofimo going to look back at all the lessons, you know what I'm saying, in life he got from his father and realize, man, you know, they did it the right way. It's hard for a father, it's hard for a parent to make it through with their child. You know what I'm saying? All the bumps and bruises they go through life and all the personality switch and everything, and really say that they did it the right way. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When I look at this situation, I'm like, bro, it might be shit that's going on, but that's because y'all motherfuckers doing it the right way, man. Y'all young, you young, you successful, y'all moving in the right way, man. More money, more problems, you know what I'm saying? And inside of that, you know, there might be a few family vendettas. You probably got people calling for money, doing all types of wild shit behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Niggas hating on your new wife, whatever going on with that in their family. Them motherfuckers probably, who knows, you know? We don't know. But these are the things that happen in life, bro. And it is what it is, man. But one thing I do know, that nigga ready. Facts.
Justin, what's up? What else you got to ask, Justin?
My take on it is, I think he should keep his dad trainer. Of course, the Floyd Sr. situation, you know, like I said, there's going to be problems, and his dad carries a lot more boxing knowledge to pass on to him, so it's great. It's great.
His father motivates him. His father instills the confidence in him. Your father sets your ceiling. So all he did, you know what? If y'all want to make this out to be freaking, he's some tough, they were saying the same thing about Kenny Porter, and look where Sean Porter is. They were saying the same thing. Roy Jones Sr. was the same way on Roy Jones Jr. I'm sure Calzaki's father was the same way on him.
Yep. They was trying to break up a few times.
Father had to do that because they want to see their sons be the best, because they don't want to see their sons get beat badly. So they want to, who's going to push you, and who knows your buttons more than the man who spit you out of his goddamn penis?
God damn it.
Who knows?
Nobody.
So Teofimo Senior knows his son. You know what I mean? And yeah, Junior is probably like he gonna grow. He's a married man, blase, and their relationship would form and shift. But his father got him to where he is to be. His father saw his future, laid it out, and Teofimo followed the way, and look where he's at today. That's all you have to say. It's the proof is in the pudding.
Well, my humble opinion is I feel like everybody said, shit happens. You know what I mean? You gonna have ups and downs. You ain't gonna always get along. What's his name? Joe Calzaghe and his father, they had many a times where they bumped heads and didn't get along. And it was a few times you can watch plenty of documentaries where they both have stated where they was finna like separate and break up because they couldn't deal with each other for whatever reason. But yet and still, regardless, besides of whatever they had behind the scenes, they still stuck it out. They still stayed together. They still fought together and went through everything they needed to do to win these fights. And as we all know, Joe Calzaghe is Hall of Famer. Rest in peace to his dad. And I just feel like it's a part of the game. It happens. You know what I'm saying?
Danny
It's like getting into it with my brother. You know,
Danny
What
Garcia
father is hard with his son?
Yep, Danny Garcia and his dad too. I'm sure they get into it.
Combinations are the most lethal. I've made videos. Yep, boom, you saw my videos. I've made videos talking about this forever. Father-son combinations are one of the most formidable forces in boxing. It's proven through history. So why question it?
All right,
Man, listen, man. I'm one who truly understands it, man, because real rap, man. Me and my father, you know what I'm saying, box each other in the back alleys of Camden, New Jersey, man. So, you know what I mean? Realistically, what I'm saying is, man, your father is hard on you for a reason, man, because you got to survive out here. You got to be a soldier, man. You got to keep your mind militant and you got to move the right way. And then sometimes you're not going to understand it and you might not appreciate it. But at the end of the day, man, you're going to understand in the end, bro. And I just think when it comes to that connection, bro, it's hard to beat it. That's why we see a lot of success amongst a lot of trainers and with their fathers, you know. And the ones that had left their fathers, they still had a lot of success with them before. And there was things outside of it that made them fall apart, you know. It wasn't necessarily, it never was in the ring realistically.
I know, and like I said, I'm gonna bring this point up again. They talk about because Teofimo brought up, and they always talk about his father talks so much, whatever. Cicero's quiet. Believe me, Cicero is probably a little tyrant. When you waterboard your own son before a goddamn boxing match, you can't tell me that shit is normal, bro. Have you ever seen somebody do that ever in the history of boxing? In the build-up, make your son go ahead and just waterboard him. Just stick your head in the freaking water. You know what I'm saying? For 5 minutes and shit. That's some crazy shit. And then after you get out there, now go do dance moves and steps and pirouettes. Who does
That's some nut ass shit.
that? Man, that man's crazy, man, Cicero. But he's good. And he's done well by his son. So props to him too. Shit. But don't be messing with motherfucking Lomachenko.
All right,
man, look, the little nigga a machine, man. He's a fucking machine. He's a proper, man. He's a special fucking specimen, man. And I appreciate every bit of, you know what I'm saying, what I have got to watch from him and what I am about to get to watch from him. So I always go back to, like for the first time in a very fucking long time, we are getting a real fucking fight of epic proportions that we really don't know what's going to happen. We talking a lot of shit, but this shit right here is motherfucking is major, man, and it's doing something to me, bro. Pause that, like yo, man, this I needed this shit, man. Like for real, this type of shit make a nigga like halfway emotional, bro, because I'm so fucking happy. Like I'm getting some shit like this, man.
Me too.
Yo, I thought, I think this is a potential classic. I mean, it can go into one of those fights.
I think it is.
We're like, yo, thank God we lived in a generation to see that live. And I can't wait. Yes. That's why I can't wait for the blow by blow. I'm warming up all this week to sharpen up my freaking vocal tools for it to do this blow by blow the way I want to do it precisely. You know what I'm saying?
What's a blow by blow?
Well, calling the fight blow by blow.
Live commentary.
Yes.
Right.
Blow by blow. Oh, see, again, yeah, Mr. Justin, that's a blow by blow. I'm giving a blow by blow for the fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's live commentary. See, you're
I
an
wish
MMA
I
guy.
could do it. They banned me on my old channel from live streaming.
Why?
This channel, I'm not allowed to live stream.
Oh
Cause
wow.
he was doing some nut ass shit.
No, I commentated UFC 242 and they didn't like my face being up, so.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Yeah, they trip on that type of shit.
Because you were young? Because of your age?
Yeah, probably because
Nah, because it was UFC 242.
I didn't show any link or
What do you
show the
mean?
fight.
Even if you showed the visual, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't show it. They didn't like kids being up there. They even tell me.
Because he was young.
You was young. It's because of your age. They
That
heard your
YouTube,
voice. Or
because
no,
of
they
YouTube.
said they showed his face. She showed his face, and they was like, "Oh no, we
YouTube
can't
is
have
tightening
him."
it up. Yeah,
Yeah, they
because
tripping
of
on
YouTube
that.
regulations.
They tripping on that. But I wanna move on a little bit, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I want to move on to a particular individual that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm familiar with. But you two fellas are really familiar with this guy, so we just gonna slide to y'all area. We gonna slide to the DMV
Hey,
and holler at you about this.
Hey, shout out everybody. Before we move on, we love our people in the chat and our lawyers.
Shout out the chat.
Shout out
Absolutely.
the chat.
Absolutely.
gonna
Motherfucker,
shout
Two Hands got all the love for y'all, man.
We ain't trying to neglect
NBBC
nobody. We
Reaper
love
Gang
y'all, man.
salute.
We got Dragon Leg. We got Wooly Boy. Shout out to
My
Wooly Boy
guy.
Baps. We already
My
give
guy.
Baps. We got Baps in the building.
The
Fight
Queen.
News. Fat
My
News
guy.
in the building. We got Gabe Lopez. What's up, Gabe?
Salute.
We got EJ Jones. What's going on,
Salute.
EJ? We got Idol. What's up, Idol Perez?
Okay.
You know, and you already know it's not alive when either one of our lives. It's not alive unless we see this lady right here. You know what I'm saying? It's not
the
alive
Queen,
without her.
though.
First lady of
It's the
YouTube
Queen,
boxing
though.
community.
You know what I'm saying? You already know it's not. Shout out to Lisa Bells, man. Queen Lisa Bells.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Lisa, the Queen.
You know what I'm saying? We got Die Hard in the building. What's up, Die Hard?
Reaper Gang, no. Reaper Gang and No Gang, salute, though.
We got my boy David A. What's going on, David A?
Peace, David A.
Salute.
What it do, bro? We got Guido. Guido's in the building.
Salute, Guido.
We got Chain with Ice in the building.
Chain with the ice, though. Hold up, with the ice, though.
And you already know it's already another brother from another mother, Toby Bartlett. What it do, Toby?
Toby, salute. My brother.
Yeah. We got John O'Neal in the building.
Salute.
A little Sporting Advantage, UGC in the building. What it do, Sporting Advantage?
Salute, though.
Salute, Sporting Advantage.
My guy.
You got the homie Banks. Shout out to my girl Banks. What it do?
What's
Salute,
up, Banks? Your boy Banks.
Your boy
Oh.
Banks. Football.
Salute, homie.
God damn.
I thought you said.
Saw the
I
hair.
wasn't looking at the face, man.
I saw the hair. I didn't see the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dragon Leg in the building.
I know. Damn. We sorry, Banks. Well, boom.
It's all
sorry,
good.
Banks.
It's all love,
Oh,
Banks.
hey, look, man. I just smoked like 3 blunts back to back. My bad.
We got Chin Smoke. Chin Smoke in the
Smoke.
building.
Smoke,
out.
what's up?
We got LaRon in the building.
My fucking nigga. Yeah. Salute, though.
LeBron, 98-17.
What it do?
With
That's
the big eye on the picture, because the nigga stay watching.
Who's Gabe Lopez?
Hey, y'all.
Salute, though.
Hey, guys.
We got Easy Work.
Hello.
Easy work. What's up, baby?
With the work, though. Easy work.
Hello.
Salute, homie.
My mic working.
Yeah, you working.
No, it's not
Yeah.
like that, bro. My fault. I see you now. I see you.
Okay.
My fault, bro.
Justin,
If you guys are still on in 2 hours, I'll be back. But until then, I gotta go. Take it easy.
All right.
All right, boy.
Thanks,
Baby.
Hey.
Pace, little king.
Hey, thank you guys. And you guys can find me at Justin Jr. 962. Take it easy.
Peace, king. You going
Peace.
live
Take it easy,
tonight?
bro.
I can't go live. I have a second channel, but Yep. I'll promote the second channel where I can go live later. But take it easy.
All right, bro.
Yep.
Okay, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. So now that we didn't address the chat, I got my brothers here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know better than me about the DMV shit. So we finna hit up of a DMV, bruh, by the name of Javante Tank Davis, who got a big fight coming up with Leo Santa Cruz. And since you feel me, y'all in the little local area, what's the vibe like going on in the local area with Tank Davis with this fight coming up? What's it like out there?
Well, there's nothing going on in the local
Nobody
area.
give a fuck about that shit.
Tank is Baltimore. So I mean, no disrespect. Shout out Baltimore for Tank, but Baltimore is not technically the DMV. It is a surrounding, but not that Baltimore. Baltimore is like 30 minutes out. DMV is technically remember this. DMV is technically anything around the Beltway. 5 miles out, 10 miles out, and everything inside. You know what I mean? 20 miles, 10, 50 miles, whatever. But Baltimore is a completely different fucking city. DMV is the DC metropolis, everything surrounding DC, within like say a 15-mile radius.
Bet. Okay.
Or more.
Okay. Got you. So what y'all got going with Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz? How y'all think that fight gonna go?
Man, listen, man.
None of y'all trying to give Leo no love, man.
Man, listen, man. I got better things to do in my motherfucking life than talk about this bullshit. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, look, there ain't even a whisper in the motherfucking streets about no goddamn Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. We know this is a whitewash of bullshit. This is a PBC ploy. This is a fucking punch in the gut leading to a fucking convulsion for a fucking unified fucking title in 2 different divisions. This is some goddamn bullshit, and I can't stand it. Look, I'm standing on top of the truth, and if anybody don't fucking like it, oh goddamn well. But y'all already know the fucking Hamburger going in there, and he fucking pulling some bullshit right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm from the town. But at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. That shit ain't right. This shit is something, it's a money grab, and motherfucker, only stupid motherfuckers is going to buy it, and real motherfuckers is going to fire stick it.
What you got, Myron?
Man, I think Leo going to show us something, man.
Really? What you think Leo gonna show us?
I mean, I think he'll show some high punch volume and all that until, you know what I mean, he get the tortilla knocked out of him. But, I mean, Leo, come on, man. Come on, man. Leo gonna do his thing, man. I think Leo gonna make this fight's gonna be this fight gonna be more competitive than people think. And this has always been my original opinion. Because I think Leo will come with high punch volume. He just better not get caught. You know what I mean? I don't want to see him flatten and hurt like that. You know what I mean? But Leo can take a punch. But I don't know if he can take a punch from a Tank. We're going to have to wait and see, man. Everybody's thinking it's going to be a whitewash. I think it's going to just mollywop him. I mean, I'm giving it to at least the 10th round. To at least 10 rounds in Leo. Then, you know. So we're like,
the shit is on pay-per-view. It's a goddamn money grab. We got motherfucking... Oh my God, man.
Ain't nobody gonna pay for that but Mexicans.
Oh my God, man.
Dumb niggas.
Oh my God. We got motherfucking Leo Cruz. We got Leo Santa Cruz coming in this motherfucker fighting fucking Tank Davis. For 2 fucking titles and 2 different divisions. Where the fuck do they do that at? And for the fact that they made this matchup
at 130,
I just feel disrespected as a guy who appreciates boxing in the sense where fucking you saw fucking Gary Russell go out of his way to make that cheap ass T-shirt to motherfucking tell motherfucking Al Heyman that he been wanting to fight this man for the goddamn past 2 years, and that made more sense than this motherfucker fighting Tank Davis right now. That's something that would have made more fucking sense. That would have been a great fucking fight.
Hey, dude, they gonna agree with you. He said nobody will see that shit.
I think Gary would have mopped him up. To be honest with you,
Gary would have whooped his motherfucking ass.
Gary would have mopped him up. So
this situation is like, yo, we're dependent on fucking Tank Davis. That we're dependent on Leo Santa Cruz to have a somewhat successful evening based on the fact that Tank Davis is a fucking undisciplined fat ass. Period. That is the only way people are giving Leo Santa Cruz a chance. So if you can't find this fight is no more than a fucking joke. 2 different weight classes on fucking pay-per-view. and you're only giving this guy a chance based on the fact that he likes extra fucking chili and cheese on his hot dogs and Sonic, man, that's a fucking problem.
I want to get a Sonic burger now. Damn, you made me think about it. I want them fries.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm not paying.
Pizza fries be banging, Slam.
I ain't paying to see it. I'll tell you right now, I ain't paying to see that shit. Don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm not paying to see that. That's not something I'm finna pay to see. I'll pay to see T.O. and Loma. And LW, you asked where I got. He asked where I got Tiafimo and Loma. I said I got Tiafimo. Everybody on the panel got Tiafimo. Everybody got.
No,
y'all want to know the beautiful
Loma
thing?
Remember, I picked Loma by majority split.
You picked Nick.
Yeah, so I said earlier.
Yeah, he did.
But I said this fight, this is gonna be one of those fights where it's going to split peoples. A lot of people are gonna say go with T.O. It's gonna be a fight where you're gonna have Loma fans say, you know what, I'm a big Loma fan, but I think T.O. won. And you're gonna have some people gonna be on T.O. side and say, yo, Loma, nah, T.O. won. But it's gonna be a majority split. But I think,
y'all want to know the beautiful thing about this fight?
I think Loma's going to get dropped 2 or 3 times.
You want to know the beautiful thing about this fight? And, you know, the fact that this fight is fucking free, and this for all of the guys that's listening in the chat, too. The fact that this fight is free, people need to realistically look at the odds that's going on right now with the, you know what I'm saying, with the fights if you want to place a bet. So instead of having to pay for it, you would have paid money for this fight. Take that same $75 to $80 that you would have thrown in paying for Teofimo Lopez versus fucking Lomachenko. Put that shit on a fucking bet for a knockout in each one of them rounds at about $10 fucking per fucking round, dog. And you can win fucking about $400 or $500 on Teofimo right now. On a fight that you know you would have gladly paid fucking $80 for. So you can go ahead and do that, and you know what I'm saying? You might come up off motherfucking spending $80, $10 per round. If you do it on one round and you hit, you're gonna get $400 or $500. So I'm just saying, man, this fight, hey, I got a lot of appreciation for what's going on here. I can't even fucking stomach fucking Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. That shit, I need some goddamn Metamucil to go down my gut.
Well, shoot, I just seen I just got a notification. It says that Bob Arum claims that rematch clause for Fury Wilder 3 has expired, and with Wilder apparently out, Wallen wants a rematch with Tyson Fury December 5th. I'm reading that via badlefthook.com. Looking at the article right now. Actually, it's like, what do you guys think about the Fury Wilder 3 fight that may be the rematch clause may be expired, fellas?
I told everybody, when you get your fucking ass whooped that goddamn bad, and you have a fucking ego that big, and you so-called have what I call the God complex, that shit, and it fails you. It is fucking extremely hard to bounce back when you've bounced off the canvas that amount of time, bled from your fucking ear, laid on a fucking stretcher on ESPN, and everybody talked about how bad you were humiliated in a fucking fight, coming down there looking like the goddamn Black Power Ranger with a fucking crown on your head. Like, so at the end of the day, bro, I don't see him fighting Tyson Fury again, because what can this guy really learn to defeat this individual in such a short span of time when we know this individual hasn't been training? That has come out. We know that he's fired fucking Mark Breland. They talking about Malik Scott and fucking JD's in his corner right now. JD's look like fucking Eddie from Ed and Eddie. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, it's crazy. You have two fucking imbeciles. One guy that like eating crab legs, doing pornos, eating fucking crab legs, laying on the bed with his girlfriend, Malik Scott, with dirty feet. And you got goddamn fucking JD's over here who like fucking, I don't know what the hell he's doing when he working the midst with Wilder, but this dude is fucking weird. Get him, boy. This is the realistic part. I'm gonna lose all the funny shit. I can't help it there. I just like going there. I'm really concerned for Wilder, because if Wilder was to take this fight, he really could get fucking hurt. Nobody is there to protect him now. The one person who truly protected him, that really had a sound fucking boxing pedigree, that really understand the game, is gone. So if Wilder gets put in that same position again and takes that same type of punishment from a guy that is scraping 6'10" at freaking 273 pounds, and he's learning the fucking crunk way consistently now, I feel like this could be a real problem for his health, and this man got kids, bro. I don't think this is a smart decision for him unless he is really going to take this thing serious. And taking this thing serious means taking a break, forgoing that rematch clause, letting other things happen, and hope that you can put yourself back in that position to fight this individual again, man.
I worry about. I don't. Wilder over his career hasn't taken that much punishment. What I worry about, what could be even more, just as devastating as, say, a physical impairment to his mind or his body, is his mental. You can get seriously mentally damaged and traumatized.
Facts.
What type of
Facts.
career he's
That's
had,
what I'm
and I
saying,
spoke
bro.
about this in so many videos. Like, yo, I said I made a video. One video was like Wilder abandoned ship. Way back in the day, I was going off. I made a Wilder video. Wilder, think before you speak. It was all to try to, I was
I remember
going
that.
on. I was going in on him, but I was trying to say, yo, I was saying, yo, you got kids. This stuff you doing and everything, you go to school and your kid's gonna have to be going to class like, hey, your dad got whipped by the gypsy. You know what I'm saying? And picking with him and shit and all that. And we saw your dad bent over on the cheek. Your dad ain't shit. He got skinny legs. You know what I mean? I'm like, Wilder, don't draw unnecessary like negative attention to yourself with your mouth, so people can just throw that, you know what I mean, back at you. He did too much of that in the beginning. I thought he got poorly managed from the top down. But I worry about his mental stability as far as like, of course you can lean on with like, hey, you think Wilder really thinking about you? Wilder's a millionaire. You're like, yeah, but it's a lot of miserable ass millionaires in the world. A lot of miserable ass millionaires. You got a lot of millionaires also that just fall down and become alcoholics and substance abuse because how much the media and how public perception can destroy you. When you put yourself in the position of being in a public like Wilder or a celebrity is, you gotta have thick skin, Slim. And I don't think he got that type of thick skin. So that's why I worry about his mental condition. So if he's going to leave, retire, I think he need to do it quick before something, he take some serious ass whippings and take any more embarrassment. So that's why I said the other day, I think if he takes 2 more losses, we're gonna see him retire. And if they come real soon, you know what I mean? He's gonna retire eventually because then the only thing he has to hang his coat on or his hat on is his record. Because his record's still gonna go down in the record books. No matter how much we bash it and everything and talk about his opponents, in the record book it's still gonna say 41 or 41 and 1 or 41 or 41 and 2 or whatever with 40 something KOs or 39 KOs. So it's going to look good in future sense when people go back in the past, they're going to look at it and say, God damn, 40 something KOs, almost every damn opponent. But that's what you're going to, that's about it.
Sell. Yeah, that's what they selling.
But you're going to still have people they're going to be trying to destroy them back then too because our video is going to last.
Yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, when it comes to the individual, man, I just think realistically we got to stand on the truth. My thing is, I just can't put him in a fucking blue or red fucking corner in this fucking trilogy right now. Realistically, bro, I'm just saying, man, I think that, the money grab, he made the wrong money grab, and I think he's really sitting on that while he's sitting on, the fact that he got work in that ring as well. And all of the things that he said about Anthony Joshua, we got to be realistic here. He fell in the same way and he fell in the same rounds that Anthony Joshua did. What are the coincidences that karma and the energy of the world brings that type of shit back to you? So what I'm saying, like, Deontay Wilder chose to fight Luis Ortiz. He chose to listen to fucking Al Heyman. He chose to go in the route with Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, and then engaging with Tyson Fury afterward. And it netted him what he netted him instead of taking the 2 fights with Anthony Joshua, positioning himself to be one of the biggest fighters in the freaking world. And in doing so, those things do weigh heavy on an individual's heart. It weighs heavy on you when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, because that style didn't match up the way that Anthony Joshua style would have matched up. It would have been a completely different fight. Who knows how that fight would have went for him? But right now, it's like, man, to think about a trilogy
True.
and him being across from Tyson Fury, bro. Look at what's going on. I just don't see it, bro.
I think the psychological advantage that Fury has over him is just tremendous right now. The psychological, I mean, I think Wilder, it's no doubt in my mind, Wilder has had dreams about that fight.
Nightmares. Dreams. He had nothing good to think about with that fight.
You know what I mean? And that's why he's been so fucking quiet. You can't, it's been very kind of embarrassing, man. That was an embarrassing.
I just feel like he did it on purpose, man. It was all a setup. Like when he lost that fight, he knew when he was laying there on the goddamn gurney backstage when his wife was talking to him before he went to the hospital. He was like, "Look, baby, I ain't finna fight this nigga again. I know I got a rematch clause. Look, we gonna figure out a way to get." That was before COVID was hitting the way it was hitting all the shit. He knew right then he was not finna fight Fury again. He was gonna figure out a way to get out of it. And I don't give a fuck if people say it was because of COVID or because of the gate. I wouldn't give a fuck even if COVID was not happening right now. Wilder would still find a way to get out of that fight somehow, some way. Whether if it was from injuries, he would have tried to pull out his ass. Something, some type of obligation he would have tried to put forth to try to get out of that fight. Just based on what I'm seeing right now. Because if he really wanted that fight, it wouldn't be about the gate. It'd be about regaining his honor, because at this point you got money. It ain't, even Floyd has said that plenty of times. He got money. It ain't about the money. So based on what Wilder is at in his career, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about regaining your honor from getting your ass whooped like that. You should want to get back from getting fucked like that. And that's what I think. What y'all think?
Why would the Wilder team? Bob Arum revealed that the Wilder team asked for the close window for the contract, the trilogy contract clause, but the rematch would be done sooner than, I guess that's usually standard. Why did they have it that way?
Because they gave it. It's a timeline with it. They knew that it was going to expire by some time anyway. They knew it was an expiration date on it.
Because I never heard of a rematch clause expiring until
Me neither.
No, like, let's be serious here, bro. Let's be serious. If you're a fucking fighter, man, look, man, you can't freaking hold up another fucking fighter's career, bro, and sit up there and have a rematch clause and think that shit is gonna span more than a fucking year and think you're gonna go 2 or 3 years. Yeah, them bitches have a time span of expiring. That shit don't work like that. You can't fucking sit on a fight for an extended amount of time like that. Realistically, a fighter is supposed, if you're a champion, you're supposed to be in fucking training every fucking 3 or 4 fucking months. Or be in a fight every 3 to 4 months or some shit like that. So in the span of a rematch clause, you can't hold up another fucking fighter's career and leave them on fucking stalemate because you fucking psychologically fucking damaged. The show must go on. And if you're not gonna be a part of the fucking show, the show's gonna go on without you. And it seems like Deontay Wilder's comfortable not being a part of the show. Because like I said, with an attitude like that, if you're not confident you're gonna restore your honor, bro. You might as well walk away from what is, live and let live. Because realistically, unless you land a fucking lucky bomb from the fucking gods, which I don't see happening, which everybody was saying was going to happen in the second fucking fight, and we saw that shit don't work against elite fucking fighters, you're gonna fucking be in the same position. It's gonna be way worse, bro. I know what it feel like to lose, nigga. And then, nigga, you got your girl right there looking at you, bro. That lets you know, that crushes you. Because you know this nigga could walk up to you. This is one of my favorite sayings. When a nigga get their ass whooped. That shit crushes you, bro. Because you know this nigga could walk up to you while you at McDonald's eating with your family, nigga, and take your chicken nugget and dip it in your sour sauce and eat it right in your face, bro. Just dip the chicken nugget right in the barbecue sauce, right in the sweet and sour sauce, and eat that joint in your face, and wink at your girl, and you can't do nothing about it because he gonna slide you, drop your ass with a body shot, and have your ass slide through the restaurant. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, man. Look, man.
Hey.
I'm high as gas right now. I can't even keep my eyes open.
Look how things went look at the chronological order, how things went. Your boy, we see a statement and rumors come out where somebody from Wilder's camp say Wilder, they believe he's in the, they say Wilder's in the best shape of his life. Wilder's in the best shape of his life, right? And then what that came out, say a month ago, 2 weeks later, right? Or whatever it was, he split ways with Mark Breland. Now, 2 weeks after that, the contract for the rematch expires. How the fuck this thing just was the picture some of Wilder's? So my question is, was the picture or somebody putting out there, oh, Wilder's in the best shape of his life, and then the LDBC and everything talking about that, oh, he's getting ready and all that, and then the firing of Mark, was that put out there intentionally to try to detract people, and then the splitting ways of Mark Breland, and then the contract expiring, and then from what I hear, now you got boxing leads up to boxing ego. Now saying that
Fury ducking Wilder.
That Fury's ducking Wilder. How does
Man,
that
look, man.
That's not no coincidence, man. They trying to cover up. My man don't want to come out of that Alabama cave for real.
If Fury ducking Wilder, man, somebody punch me in the face right now, man. Just hit me, because I just swear, man. Some people just say the stupidest shit sometimes, and it really fucking bothers me, bro. It like breaks me out in hives and shit. Like, because I can't understand how Tyson Fury could be ducking Deontay Wilder right now. No, a boxer wants activity. Tyson Fury sees that freaking big pot of gold at the end of the freaking rainbow, and Anthony Joshua just sitting there waiting for him. Like I said, the show must go on, with or without you. You got your ass. Why zupped? It wasn't it wasn't fake. It wasn't a movie. It was real. A body shot slid him on his ass. Skitty slid across the floor, leaving shit stains all across the ring. Then he proceeded to get punched up so bad that this man became freaking one of the zombies from The Walking Dead and comes dazed out the corner walking, sleep as shit. And freaking Kenny Bayless had to wake his ass back up, and freaking Mark Breland saved his ass by throwing in the towel, because he was about to get dropped. He was about to get dropped to go over them ropes like Bernard Hopkins and really think about retirement.
Yo, the thing is, and I don't want people, to everybody out there who's going to watch this video that's not familiar with the NBBC and how we go about things. Look, people, we're not ragging on Deontay Wilder, but we are just talking about the obvious. And the obvious thing we all saw in that second fight was that it seemed like Wilder does not belong in the sport of boxing. Look, the thing is, after Wilder tried to throw that right hand, it hit Fury with it, and Fury ate that shit. It came back like it got nasty on him. It seemed like Wilder was a deer in freaking headlights, bro. And it seemed like after the first knockdown, it was done. It seemed like Wilder, all the fight was going out of Wilder. It seemed like it was completely like he was fighting looked like he was fighting Logan Paul in blackface. Part of my expression. He was fighting. It didn't look like Wilder belonged. It looked like he looked discombobulated, disoriented. He was completely embarrassed. He had no fight left. It like he did not belong in that fight no longer from the first round. And he fought on. He tried to do something, but it was nothing he could do. The man looked completely helpless. Once Fury in that weight, and Fury, a determined, focused Fury came in and was like, I'm going to stop you. It looked like it was just imminent. Okay? Go watch that fight, people, and tell me Deontay Wilder just looked like a helpless soul in it. It looked like he did not belong in that ring with Fury in the second fight at all. And that's what a lot of people are saying, maybe this man's going to retire. Because I think this joint, the man hasn't spoken that much, bro.
He ain't said shit. He ain't said nothing since he did that little thing in the woods when he did the little thing for George Floyd. And that had nothing to do with boxing. That was just a political move to me.
Yo,
Bro,
let's be real.
This shows how that match kind of like devastated him, bro. How this man is embarrassed tremendously. Nobody goes in. I never see nobody going hiding this long. You know what I mean? Or just fall out unless they was at the end of their career. Somebody came back for a quick check. This man is the WBC champion of the world.
Man, we got to be realistic too, man, about individuals and the way they think about themselves and the way they carry themselves. If an individual carry himself like Deontay Wilder did every day in his life, of course it's going to be hard for him to come outside because he knows realistically the things he said, and he knows, look, words have power. Beyond punches, those hurt more than anything in the fucking world. And those are the things that remain. And chronologically, as we've been speaking on things, those are the things that people are going to remember. And he remembers those things himself. And he has to realistically live with the fact and understand that, yo, all of the things you said, you know you're not. All of the things you said about this guy, that this guy said about you, was absolutely true. From the weight to the way the first fight went, all the way up until the second fight. Bro, the way you talked about Anthony Joshua and the way you fell in the same rounds, and you got the white towel thrown in that round. Anthony Joshua went out on his freaking feet. So I'm just saying, it's a lot of crazy shit that happens surrounding Deontay Wilder that's just like, yo, it's truly damaging to a person's ego where you just gonna try to rely on the comfort of being an introvert and closed doors living in a fucking form of melancholy. I mean, that's just what it is, bro. Like, I just don't see this dude like yo, he tried to use the opportunity what happened with George Floyd to make his, you know what I'm saying, to make his comeback. And the fact that the sports world didn't run with it in the way I felt the sports world didn't run with it in a way that Deontay Wilder could continue to ease his way back into the boxing world, where it would have completely took their mind off of fucking his ass whooping. He couldn't really use it. So he tried it with that one joint in the motherfucking woods. But after that, man, he went back into hiding. So that just told me right there, hey man, like I tried to get out there without the people jumping on me with the questions of, damn, man, how you feel about that ass whipping? Because the world wants to know how, like realistically, the world wants to know how he feels about that match. What happened in that match? Like, what were you thinking that evening? And he is not giving the world that.
He doesn't want to face the questions, bro.
Absolutely.
That's how crushed this dude is. And the thing, I believe he is my opinions, people. But what I'm saying is, yo, you go from being a freaking lion, roaring everywhere, pre-Fury. After Fury, a fucking church mouse.
Ratatouille.
He goes from being the most boisterous heavyweight out there, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Absolutely.
One of the most boisterous boxers, calling out Mayweather, calling out Tyson, calling
Mike
out everything.
Tyson. Saying he could beat Ali.
Man, hold up. He did show up on Instagram a couple of times about Tyson, didn't he, before the Fury fight? After the Fury fight.
Yup.
Maybe after the Fury, he did show his face a couple of times.
Yeah, that was around the time when they was protesting. He went to Chicago because of the George Floyd situation, the protests in Chicago. And he went to Minnesota for a protest.
Hold on, Boone. He didn't go to Chicago. What Ellie Seckback did, no, he did not. What Ellie Seckback did was he pulled up an old video of the shooting that happened before that. That video was old. That was from a shooting that happened to somebody before. I think it might have been Mike Brown or something like that. But he was down there. But he was down there and it was a completely different situation. And Ellie Seckback tried to use that shit to help him motherfucking save face. And I fucking straight wrote in the comment section, I'm like, bro, this is not motherfucking George Floyd situation. And the people thought that because he dropped it the next day after Deontay Wilder dropped that video.
Wow. I remember seeing that. I didn't even know that dude's good looking. I didn't even know that. I thought he was really out there thinking, because I was like, where he at? He should be out here with the people. He say he with the people, he for us and all the shit, while he ain't out here with us. And then shortly after I said that, it was funny. I saw that video, so I was like, okay, I see you. And then it's funny that you saying that shit. Wow, that's fucked up. Fuck you, Ellie, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Sit there,
You know,
out here.
that's like one of the most. That just shows how bad the situation is. Where Ellie Sackback, we know Ellie Sackback is a master of fucking biased ball sucking. Like, period. Like, all of this does is fucking spit out fucking biased freaking rhetoric. And when it comes to Deontay Wilder, he said he was the best fucking heavyweight in the world when he was fighting Johan Duhaupas. Like,
Ellie Sackback's position is not to make any fighter at all angry with him, so he can get interviews and be welcome to any fight. That's the position he takes. You know what I mean? You know, it's not how we would do it. You know what I'm saying?
In any way, if he can help freaking Deontay Wilder. If any way he can help Deontay Wilder salvage his reputation, he was going to do it within that time. They tried it right then. Because to be in all honesty, what happened once Deontay Wilder put out that fucking video? Everybody was talking about the poem. Everybody was talking about what Anthony Joshua wrote. It became a back and forward thing upon what Deontay Wilder did. Did he really do it? How did he mean it? Where was he at? I liked it. You know, it tried to shift perspective of who he was. Media propaganda and the way people do things have a tendency of doing it. People just have to be aware of it. And then you saw that how serious was Deontay Wilder if you put out one video just making a poem that you didn't write, that you probably paid D Smoke to write for you. And you put that shit out there and you hear nothing else about George Floyd, you hear nothing else about the situation. And then the next day, Ellie Sackback pulls out the old footage of you walking with bodyguards through Chicago during the freaking when they were doing the peace protest.
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows the type of, the cunning that you try to use to save a damaged individual, a damaged product, a guy who chose the wrong path, a path that his belief in himself was totally unbelievable. Even to him, it was probably suspect. Am I really this fucking good, or are people around me blowing my head up? Well, I don't give a fuck because I like it.
Yo.
And I can knock motherfuckers out in a couple seconds and can't nobody beat me. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We know the freaking story. Now this guy is in a freaking bunker somewhere, hidden in a deep underground medical freaking bunker and shit like that. Like, this nigga's just gone, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rachel says he'll come back when his fans can spin the narrative back positive in his direction. That's when he'll come back. Do you think that there's any way possible that even his fan base can twist the narrative to put him in a position to where it would even be considerable to make the fight happen?
Only if he fights Fury and does better. That's the only way they can spin it.
And it has to be
he would have to fight Fury.
Mm-hmm. It has to be a valiant effort too. I mean, Deontay Wilder has to go out there and he's gonna have to truly fight, and he's gonna have to show elements that we truly have not seen before, and things that he's truly not done before. Like, he's going to have to use a jab, consistently use a jab. He's going to have to learn how to work the ring. He's going to have the ability to pivot somewhat, even if he wants to win this fight. So what I'm saying is, if none of these things happen for Deontay Wilder, if Deontay Wilder can't face his fears or anything like that, he's going to go down for what he was. He's got a highlight reel of being of Joe Biden-esque behavior in boxing. And I'm not talking about no pedophile type shit. What I'm saying is, it's a bunch of jokes and a bunch of fucking antics and shit like that. And he's had bloopers for freaking days. This man he's the guy that's got 6-foot-inch nails that he's gonna bury you with. You know, I mean, like, these are his words, not mine. Man, look, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. He's got a lot of freaking bloopers, man. He's got freaking Malik Scott freaking falling on the freaking ground, freaking taking a dive for him, and he's his best friend in the freaking world.
Well, in closing, if Fury, it's two people they saying Fury may fight if he doesn't do the Wilder fight. And who do you guys think will be the more likely opponent if he don't take the Wilder fight? Is it either going to be Otto Wallin or Efe Ajagba?
Who do you think?
Who do I think?
Who's
I think he's
starting
gonna
off?
take Otto. I think he's gonna take. No, I take that back. I think he's gonna take
Start us
FA.
off.
I think he's gonna take FA because he know what he getting with Otto. He already know what he getting with Otto. With FA, he already know FA just coming to be a big powerhouse, coming to land a big punch. And Fury is tailor made for that type of guy that's just coming in there to land the big punch, whether if it's a right hand or a left hook. And I feel like he knows that with FA. With Otto already been in there with Fury. He already know what he's looking at with Fury. So I think it's more of a smarter thing to fight FA at Jog, but somebody that really stylistically, I'm not saying skill, I'm saying stylistically is tailor-made for Tyson Fury versus somebody that he's already been in the ring with, that already know what he feel like, already know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Otto Wallin already, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he'll fight FA before he'll fight Otto Wallin.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, go ahead, Myron.
Yeah, because oftentimes with a fight like that where you actually get cut and hurt, whatever, and Otto Wallin, don't forget, was a southpaw. And sometimes the second time around, another fighter gets a chance at you, he'll go ahead and take some of, he'll be more comfortable with taking some
more risk.
Yes, risk that he didn't take, say, in the first fight, where he was less familiar with you. So Otto Wallin is already familiar with him a little bit, and he has the confidence that he can go 12 rounds with him and say, yo, you know what, I want to do this again. And he might come by him not being stopped by Fury. He said, you know what, I think I do better next time around. His confidence level went up. Because you just find his confidence level going up against supposedly the lineal champion.
Right. How does that not give you confidence?
Yeah, so it's like, okay, that'll be a more dangerous Otto Wallin in the second fight than it was the first fight.
Right. I agree. What about you, Deuce?
Man, look, Tyson Fury is a master of motherfucking finessing, bro. He's the master of finessing shit, man, in the media. He's a master of finessing shit in the ring. He's a master of fucking grabbing fucking fans' attention. He's a master of fucking pimping, you know what I'm saying? A very fucking good situation, man. Like, look, and this is another fucking pimping situation, because if I was Tyson Fury, what I know Tyson Fury would do, he would go in there and fight fucking F.A. Ajagba and beat the dog shit up out of him. F.A. Ajagba is slower than molasses. This dude is motherfucking like, he's the kind of reincarnation of freaking Deontay Wilder, man. Like, I mean, this dude is straight trash, bro. Freaking Tyson Fury would go in there and use his fucking range and fucking just jab him to freaking death, hit that boy with fucking strong motherfucking power straights, bro, and just end this dude, completely embarrass him, move around him, make him dizzy, make this kid look bad, bro.
Otto Wallin?
Bad.
No, he's F.A.
F.A.
Oh, yeah.
F.A.
F.A.'s
slow
not
as
ready.
fucking molasses,
Did
bro.
he just get dropped a couple of fights ago?
Yeah.
By a freaking plumber, bro.
His skills ain't there. He's like, not Wilder 2.0, but Wilder 1.5.
Yeah.
Did you see his introduction fight over at Top Rank freaking like a month ago? Oh my God.
It's terrible.
Oh my
God. I see why
dude.
PBC let him go. That's why PBC let him go. I was wondering, I was like, why did PBC let him go? If he was such a powerhouse, he was such this dominant force, why would PBC let him go? And then you see, it's like, oh, okay, they let you go because you really ain't that, and they can't make no real money off of you. So they're going to get rid of you.
Look, if PBC,
there's no benefit.
If PBC is letting you go, you know.
You know you trash. You know you ain't bringing no money, because them niggas will pay a motherfucking paper boy motherfucking to jump in the ring fucking $750,000.
But the thing is, he must have still some potential for a Bob Arum to pick him up.
Bob Arum probably gonna use him as a stepping stone. Bob Arum been in the game
because off of looks, just off of stature and looks.
Yeah.
But look, he's getting to the point where he's going to be a stepping stone, and I'm going to tell you why. How many more fights is this dude going to have where he's going to fucking look regular, or he's going to get in there with somebody that can really freaking take him out? It's going to be one of the freaking other. So the only thing that freaking he can do is look like a freaking guy he can be the guy for other good guys that are coming up. You know what I'm saying? They hit they freaking 12-13 fight, go in there and freaking bang his bitch ass out. You know what I'm saying? This is no disrespect to F.A. Ajagba. This is just completely just telling the truth about his talent. Bro, like, yo, like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a boxer and everything. And yo, I respect that you getting up in there. But at the end of the day, man, you and your trainer, bro, what he trying to do, what Karoma's trying to do with you, man, and the same thing I see him trying to do with Jared Hurd, that shit is not working, bro. You look terrible out there, bro, and I just don't see nothing. I mean, when I'm telling you, I don't see nothing in this guy, bro. I try to find it as much as I can. This dude don't have nothing, bro. Like, there's not a freaking good shot that I see him throw at any given freaking moment in a fight. Like, and the level of opposition. Oh my God.
His chin is
Oh my
suspect.
God.
Hey, bro, I don't think I'm be honest. I think I haven't seen. I think I've only watched a couple of rounds of one fight of him. I haven't seen anything else of F.A. Jogba.
Man, get ready to go to sleep.
He ready to go sleep. I watched 2 fights.
He knocked shit out.
I'm embarrassed to say that to the boxing world, but I'm like,
he knocked shit out, but that shit was an illusion. And look, this the thing. When you're a guy that you can't speak well, when you're a guy that can't articulate yourself well, when you have absolutely no charisma, because I mean, this guy has the freaking personality of a fucking piece of cardboard. Like, so when you're an individual that don't have these things, and on top of that, you are not exciting to watch in the ring when you got people in that joint fucking buying hot dogs and doing everything else, holding a whole conversation, than rather watch you fight because they can freaking sit there and talk for 5 minutes and then turn back and then finally see the freaking jab connect or disconnect with the arm or some shit like that because you're that freaking slow. Like, man, like, there's no way you can tell this individual. So just like Boone said, they drop you, now you on top rank. He's gonna see what he can do with you. But look, you might be the $10,000 to $30,000 guy that just goes in there to fight guys that's on the come up.
That's what I figured out. I don't think he's gonna do too much of anything on Top Rank. Like I said, Bob Arum was like, look, I could use you. You got a decent enough name to where people will feel like if they beat you, they beat somebody, you know, regardless of how stupid they may be. But that I could put you in there with somebody, and even I could put you in there with a particular opponent to where even you, if I put you in there, whoever I put you in there with is a come up for you. Whoever Bob Arum put F.A. Jogba in the ring with is gonna always be a come up for F.A.
Absolutely.
So
because he had. Go ahead, Boone. I'm sorry.
So with that, I don't see really a big positive outlook. I think it's a payout more so for Bob than FA. I think Bob is the one that's gonna end up in the win-win situation out that situation than FA, even though FA think he probably winning, but Bob finna use you. He gonna really use you to do pretty much what Dude said, is basically be like the $10,000-$20,000 man. You know, and you fight the guy that's 5-0, 6-0 or something, trying to, stack his career up, and you get a win over FA with Jogba in your 8th win or your 9th win. You're gonna feel like you the motherfucking man because they gonna hype FA to be this big Nigerian powerhouse and all that shit. So I just don't see nothing really special about FA. Like we all said that, Fury would just box his ears off.
How old is he?
He's young, man. He's only like what, 20 freaking. He's only in his mid-20s. Yeah, I don't know his exact age, but I know he's in his mid-20s. But this is the thing. I just want to end off on FA by saying this, bro. FA is the perfect illusion for Top Rank and their up-and-coming fighters. Because if you look at his freaking record and you look at the individual, his size and stature, he has some freaking appeal to some casual fans. I've heard people say that they see certain things at FA Jogba, and there's still a certain level of individuals that are giving FA Jogba a chance. So with that being said, FA Jogba can be used as an illusion for other fighters to fucking perk up their record in a major freaking way. So FA Jogba will have life in boxing. I just don't feel like FA Jogba will ever have a life as a freaking heavyweight champion when you got, young guys like Dubois, you got young guys like Joyce, Tony Yoka, you got young guys like Ajit Cavallel, you got my guy freaking Philip Hergovich, and these are the young guys that are coming up. I just don't see, Usyk, there's no way that freaking FA Jogba has a place and, the heavyweight champion pantheon. Like, I just don't see it.
What's this record?
FA's
undefeated, ain't
he?
He's undefeated.
So how many? What's the record? How many?
He got almost what? He almost got almost 20 fights.
Okay. Something like that. Yeah, they're gonna use him and use his record to set up for one of the big boys.
Okay. Well, fellas, I just got my cue. I gotta dip out, and Fam Bam needs me. So as always, my nigga Deuce, you feel me? Take us up out of here.
Hey, man, look, as always, man, it's NBBC forever, man. Shout out to my dog, Myra Madness. Go subscribe, man. Of course, man. Shout out to my nigga DT3 the Boom Man. West Coast representing, man. Subscribe to that shit, man. As we always say at the end of this shit, man, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. And if you don't know me by now, a motherfucker Mr. Two Hands Up, a.k.a. Mr. 3K the Boss. You know what it is. Go subscribe to the channel. Respect.